we're back and welcome to The Gist. Thank you all for joining us. Today's topic of discussion is new beginnings. I know you're probably all thinking like that is literally the most boring theme ever, but we kind of thought it would be really appropriate, especially if there's lots of freshers watching. It's just nice to know that you're not alone, and yeah, it's such an interesting thing to talk about. We're not just going to be talking about uni, we're going to be talking about new beginnings as a concept in general. So time to introduce the panel.
So my name is Levitha. I'm a master's student here at University of Nottingham, and I study international media and communication studies.
I'm Georgia. I'm a third year English student at Nottingham as well.
And I'm Darcy. I'm a third year geography student.
I'm Madeline. I'm third year as well, and I study history.
I'm Daisy. I'm also a third year student. I'm studying sociology.
I'm Lily, and I'm a second year doing English at Nottingham as well.
Yeah, right, so let's get into the discussion. New beginnings, guys. What are we thinking
So
about
many
new
beginnings right now.
So many new beginnings. New beginnings for this show.
Literally.
So we brought it back after a year of COVID. But how's everyone finding second year?
Yeah, second year's good. Obviously, first year was quite boring with coronavirus.
Yeah.
Didn't really get much done.
What was life like in halls with that?
It was all right, to be fair. You know, everyone was quite social, anyway, and you sort of met people, made different kinds of friendships rather than clubbing friendships. You
Deep
kind of
friendships.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
movie night kind of vibe rather than going out.
So nice.
Kind of thing. So
Honestly,
it's
I was
nice.
not shouting into anyone's ear the whole of last year, and it was beautiful for my voice.
Yeah.
Do you ever get that after when you go out on a night out and you come home after you've left the club and your ears like boo?
Yeah.
You never just shout to speak to anyone.
Oh yeah,
right in
it's so
front of you.
bad. And
Yeah,
then
the ringing thing.
one person
Yeah.
screams in your ear and you're like, whoa, leave my ear alone.
I would love to. Oh my gosh, yeah. There's literally nothing worse than when you're out and there's someone whispering in your ear, but you can feel their breath. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It makes you feel so gross and horrible. New beginnings. Right. Let's go back to the theme.
Yeah.
Tell me, what does that mean to you? What does new beginnings mean to you?
Well, for me personally, because we're in third year, there hasn't been many new beginnings, but I guess we're now thinking about after uni, and that's the new beginning, I guess, because in first and second year we weren't even, everyone didn't really bat an eyelid about after uni, but now all of a sudden we're thinking about after uni, and that's the new beginning. We have to focus on so many different things in third year. It's not just uni work anymore. It's actually after uni, which is so stressful.
I find it's so hard to live in the moment. I'm never in the moment these days. I'm always I always think about the consequences of things, and it's not good.
No, it's not.
Because realistically, you're only young once, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're going to look back on these years. We want to have good memories, not worrying about anything.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe new beginnings is something exciting, not real life and whatever. Maybe it's okay, this is how I used to do something. Maybe it's a new hobby that you're starting. It's it's a new beginning. I've just started tennis. That's a new beginning. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Trying to become sporty. I don't really know
How is that?
It's interesting. Actually, I not to toot my own horn, I actually think I am a natural. My backhand is strong. So that is literally my new beginning.
That's your new beginning.
Yeah. So I'm excited by my new beginning. I'm not focusing on the whole after uni work. I know I have to eventually.
No. This
now
is about
I'm just
trying
focusing on my
something
tennis
new.
career.
I think NSTV is my new beginning.
Exactly. I had a new beginning the other day. I did American football. I don't know what came over me.
What do you mean?
No, literally, because I find it very hard to shut off. Even if I'm in the gym on the running machine, I'm checking my phone. I'm doing admin, and I was I need to do something that is just so bizarre and out of the norm. So I did, it was women's American football, and you have flags attached to your waist. Yeah. So I was running around the court, you kind of have to shake your hips, it's really hard not to.
Is it tag rugby then?
I think that's what it is.
Do you
Just
wear the suit?
No, I don't know how you get hold of the suit, because I was really
and
looking forward to
the
the
face
suit.
shield. You have to protect your teeth.
Well, no, because it's non-contact, so the flag is how you're tackled.
Oh, but I still want you to get a suit, to get the full experience.
Anyway, that was my new beginning, but I didn't begin. I kind of like begun for 2 hours and then I kind of thought,
You're not going to do it again.
No return?
No.
Why not?
I wouldn't be helping them out.
Okay.
Like they're a team. They're actually bucks, I think. So they need
That's
people
quite
that are
hard,
actually
yeah.
good. So yeah. Anyone else any new beginnings?
Yeah, I start my new beginning today, so I work. I know. So I'm a feature writer for a magazine in Leicester now.
Oh,
so I've got a
wow.
graduate job and I start today.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah.
So you're going between Nottingham and Leicester?
Yeah,
Just on the
basically.
daily.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. What company is it? That's so
It's called
cool.
Niche Magazine, cross
Wow.
production. So
We'll look out for it.
yeah, it's like a free magazine that you can get anywhere. Like in Leicester, it's like a local magazine kind of thing. And I do like food reviews, that kind of thing. You know what we're discussing before.
Yeah.
So I go try food
Where
and
have
then
you
write
tried
reviews.
so far?
You know the Grounded Kitchen.
No.
It's like Korean. You know the salmon trend kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
basically that. Yeah,
Emily
exactly.
Mariko.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. So it's basically that, but with veg as well. So like beetroots, carrots, and everything.
Ooh.
It's so yummy, and you can choose your protein. So like salmon, chicken, beef,
Where is
whatever you
that?
want.
Sounds delicious.
They've got one in Nottingham as well. So it's like in West Bridgeford.
You're a really good cook or something. You're
Yeah,
giving me those
love- I'm
vibes.
passionate
Giving
about
me
food.
the vibes that the way you're talking about food
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
as if it
Probably
has
that's
a
so
life.
good.
I love food. I love
Something to
cooking.
put
I love
Ramsay
food.
right here.
Yeah, it's fun.
So you're literally spending like half of your life right now in the car.
Yeah,
essentially.
basically, yeah.
Oh.
No, I only drive like 2 days a week there, so
Oh, okay.
for the rest of the week I'm in Nottingham.
Oh,
yeah.
good. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I quite like a good road trip.
I
Yeah.
love a good
Playlist,
With my music on full
music.
blast. Yeah.
Podcast.
Got some Taylor Swift on for
Yeah.
I listen to a podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
The Girls'
I recently
Bathroom.
got
Oh,
into
the Girls'
that for long
Bathroom, yeah,
drives.
It's so
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I like really sad music on a long drive. Like,
Yeah.
Same.
Same.
Let's start.
I'm not like
If it's like raining
Yeah.
and you're like looking out the window. I used to have this really weird theory when I was younger that the rain was like doing a dance for me. I don't know why. I used to like think that it was like choreographed.
I thought they were like
I
racing
just
down
was a
the
strange
window.
child, yeah.
Yeah.
But I used to think it was like a performance. in my
Do you still
head.
think that?
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
I just got been in the car and it's been raining because at uni, like you're not in the car that much.
No.
Yeah.
I haven't done a road trip.
You know what? I've got my
Fine.
car up here because I thought I'd actually use it.
New beginning.
Literally, and I was so
Yeah.
stressed out. I was like to my house, I have to have my car up here this year. It's not moved. I have not used my car. You can't use it in
So
Nottingham.
you didn't drive here today?
I mean, no.
There's nowhere to
There's nowhere to
park.
park. There's nowhere to park.
Yeah,
There's nowhere
it's
to
parking,
go.
isn't it?
Yeah.
The bus is just so much better. I
Yeah.
don't know why I've got my car.
The
up
bus
there.
is actually a new beginning for me.
Yeah.
Third year. How am I in third year and this year's been my first year using the bus system?
Same.
And in first year we were like using the hopper bus where I'd walk everywhere. Now I am living on number 34 Orange Line.
I love
Any
the
of you
thing.
scooted?
No.
Too scared. Too scared.
There's something about it, like when people use it. I saw like a TikTok and it was like when people scooter unironically. Like it's just so like, what are you doing? Yeah.
So,
that
do you
was
go
amazing.
through a red light or do you wait?
No,
Is
you
that
have
a
to
stupid
wait.
question?
Yeah.
I think you have to
You
wait.
your driver's license
you should
to
wait,
read.
probably.
I don't know if I'd wait or not.
Like, can you do
Scooter.
a roundabout? Like,
Yeah,
how
I
do
don't
you
know.
You haven't
Do you
got
have-
mirrors.
No, I think
no
you're like
idea.
a car. You have to obey the rules of the road.
I
You
would
get your
guess-
license removed if you do a road.
But there's no
no
mirrors or
matter.
anything, so how are you supposed to
I
see?
did one in the summer holiday and I actually got stopped by someone for doing it on the road with no helmet. Sorry, ma'am. With no helmet. And,
I've never seen anyone
no
wear
one
a
wears
helmet.
Yeah.
yeah, well, the police keep asking you, like, you haven't got a helmet on and you're on the road. And I was like, oh my
They
god.
clearly saw you as a bit of a hazard or something, Daisy.
No, I'm great at a driver.
You can get done for drinking and driving on the scooters as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
I
get
listened
that.
to
It's
this.
actually terrifying. Yeah. Don't drink and drive on the Zoom. Are they called Zoom? Zoom.
Wind.
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 Or just don't drink and drive ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, especially not on a scooter because you're. I feel like it's actually more dangerous. Like you're more.
Yeah.
Very
Don't make that your new beginning. Basically, don't scooter.
Don't scooter.
As that was
Have you had any new beginnings, Georgia?
Me joining the Jess.
Ooh.
Loving it so far.
Yeah.
The whole 5 minutes.
That is a new beginning.
I also tried out sailing, which was a bit of a
That's
disaster.
so different.
new beginning.
Why does not
It rained the whole time and I was sat in this little dinghy trying to get the mast stuff and it was I won't
Sailing
be returning.
is insane for their trips though. Like I think they do yacht week.
Yeah,
Croatia.
I do think they go to the Mediterranean. But
Wow.
I don't think I'm quite I think that's for the racers. I wouldn't be racing because I can only just like hold the rope and the
Yeah.
whatever
How come
that's
you
called,
got into
beam.
that?
I did try it out for uni.
Yeah.
'Cause I thought I'd be okay, and then
Where did you sail?
That's really cool.
It's in Not Sailing Club, so it's a bit far out. You have
Oh.
to drive like a reservoir.
Oh my god.
But yeah, everyone wants.
Swimming.
do you know who I have like an unbelievable appreciation for? Rowers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so strong.
Yeah.
They get up at 6 o'clock every morning. Yeah, so right, moving on. That was such an unsmooth transition. We have an Agony Aunt column on the Gist. So we've had some people write in anonymously with some confessions and some problems, particularly on the theme of new beginnings. So let's get into them.
Ooh, juicy.
Very.
Do you want to read, Darcy? You
Yes.
have better reading skills than me.
My parents have been really controlling and clingy since I've moved away. How do I get more freedom from my parents?
Ooh.
Sticky one.
I'm sorry.
Remove
for
them
you.
from far my
Yeah.
friends. Get rid of them.
No, that's exactly what you don't want to be doing, because they're going to be like,
They're
where
gonna
are
worry.
you?
They're gonna think you're
Like,
up to something
if you're
wrong.
just like open, like nothing to hide, like whatever, like where were you last night? I went clubbing, then I went back to a friend's house. Okay, was it fun?
Yeah.
Do you know what I
But
mean?
also, I think it's they clearly love you a lot. Like it's not a bad thing. I feel like clingy parents just shows that
They
they
care.
love having you with them the whole
Yeah.
time.
Without you. At
Like
home.
my mum does FaceTime me about 20 times a day, but I like that because like it's just, she's thinking about me.
I love that. I love
Okay,
that too.
advice.
Yeah.
I think if that was me, I would probably explain to them sort of when my lectures were, because I obviously really would want to know that as well.
Yeah.
And then maybe specify if there's like a certain afternoon, like Wednesdays, we don't tend to have anything, do we? I think across
No,
all years.
yeah.
Maybe say on a Wednesday afternoon, 4 till 5, I will call
That's
you
your hour.
weekly. And
Yeah.
if you give them like a specific time,
That's
and
so
then
clever,
they can
yeah.
put all of their like clinginess into like knowing it's fine because I can talk to him or her then, it might let them lay off the rest of the week, and then you can get a breathing space.
Yeah.
That's really good advice.
Maybe that's what I do.
Also, like moving to uni is a massive thing for you and a massive thing for like your
Oh my
parents,
gosh,
because
yeah.
you're not there at the end of the night. Like even if you've gone out with your friends, like from where you are living at home, like they can hear the front door open, they know you're at home safely or whatever it is. But like
Yeah.
they don't know where you are.
They
You're like
don't.
a
It's
few
scary.
hours like up the motorway or down the motorway, whatever. And it's like a big transition for your parents as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An empty bedroom at home.
Empty bedroom.
I just think you should have that chat with your parents and just
Yeah.
say like love you so much, but just leave me alone. I'm not getting up to anything.
Yeah.
I'm just with friends and safe, and that's it. Just have a mature conversation.
Communicate.
But really, you're like drinking it
I
every
know.
night.
I feel like the
Figure out
chances are, if you're like writing into this column, you're probably like a very mature. You're very.
Yeah.
This is a real problem for you, and you want to fix
You just
it.
want to say that you're happy and you're enjoying yourself, and there's nothing for them to be worried about.
It's
you
quite
know?
nice to drop in and let them know when you're having a good time as well.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, last night we did this, it was really fun.
Yeah.
How are you? You know, because they'll really appreciate that and go, oh,
Yeah.
they're thinking of me too.
Do you know what? Maybe it's not even that they're clingy, it's that it's FOMO and that they want to be out.
They want to be out
You're
in another
20.
crisis with you, not sitting next to your side.
Imagine that. Imagine having our parents at
No,
crisis.
we had a boy in Halls that brought his mum to
Stop
Rock
it.
City.
No, you're.
That's really sad.
No, she was so cool. I don't remember speaking to her, but
Sorry.
should we? Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Should we go on to the next
Yeah.
issue? The Gist.
Oh no. I slept with my flatmate in Freshers and it was a huge mistake. How do I avoid the awkwardness?
Oh,
You can't.
babes, I'm sorry.
That's the,
You gotta face it.
That's your issue.
Yeah.
No, you can. You can just be mature and like not.
Yeah.
You know, like those people that they can pretend that someone's like not next to them and like
Yeah.
they walk into a room and they just don't address that person. Like that's not nice
know,
for
but
them.
you
It's not
can't-
nice
That's
for
making
us.
more
Yeah.
awkward.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you live together, like you want to have fun for the rest of the year.
Exactly.
Just accept it. Move
And move
on.
forward.
Awkwardness, like awkwardness is such a made-up concept because
Yeah.
the only
Yeah.
person that feels awkward is
It's
you.
you.
So if you
Yeah,
just
maybe.
don't feel awkward, then like it's only them that's feeling awkward, and like shame on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else, no one really cares enough about anyone else to
Yeah.
actually deep it.
Uh-huh.
I feel like especially like us as girls, like we do overthink a
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
Oh, boys,
And I think if you put yourself in someone else's shoes and think, are they thinking this deeply into it? The answer's
No.
probably no.
No.
So who cares? Just also
So
walk in with
right.
some friends. You don't need to be by yourself with this person.
Mhm.
You know, just be around people. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just accept that it's a made up construct. Like,
Yeah.
It's made up.
you don't have to feel that way.
No.
It's only going to be awkward if you make it awkward.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awkwardness is only something you bring upon yourself.
Yeah.
And if anyone's like making you feel awkward, then
Yes.
get them out of your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Also, like, uni is so fast paced, moving. Like, there's this night, that night, this friendship group, that friendship group. Chances are by next week, done, forgotten about. They'll be on
so
to the
true.
next person.
Yeah.
Sorry, they might be. You don't know. You might be as well.
Yeah.
Expect
And
the worst.
then there's something else to be awkward about.
Yeah.
You know.
Gossip like just turns.
It
over.
does, and like you forget about it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, do you remember that when that happened? You're like, no.
Yeah. Do you know what?
happened?
Honestly, not the nicest thing to do, but the next time another bit of gossip comes up, just like embed yourself in it. Like make that so big of a story that no one remembers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Divert like the attention
Be like,
away
oh my gosh,
from
I
you.
cannot believe what they just did yesterday. Even make it up. Like literally make it up.
Also, I always actually say this to Daisy as well, like, there's perspective on everything. Is it really that much of a
No,
big deal
I
in the
know.
grand scheme of things?
Oh, yeah.
No, like, think about there's people going through much worse things in the
Yeah.
world.
I constantly get what you're saying, but it is
Geography
so
student.
hard
Yeah.
to take that advice.
Yeah,
like,
I do.
when it's you and it's your issue, like, this is my
is the
biggest problem
worst.
at the moment. I know there are other things that are way worse, but for me, this is the worst thing that's happened this week or
Read
this
the
month.
news.
Like,
Yeah.
just let me be at one, like, cry in my bed or whatever I want to do.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all right. You can just sit in your bed, just eat
Yeah,
ice
exactly.
cream, watch a movie,
Yeah.
just cry for a while.
With your
Yeah,
friends.
sometimes it's
fine.
nice to
It's
have
all
something
right.
to like revel in and be like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I'm such like a main character and like everything's
Yeah,
gone wrong.
listen to some like breakup songs,
Yeah.
take a road trip with the rain.
Should we do the next one?
Yeah.
I fell down the stairs at Crisis on my first night out, and now this is all I'm known for. How do I shape this identity?
Go on, accept it.
I
First
can
of all,
relate
yeah,
to this
I
one.
I'm getting hot reading
Really?
that.
I tumbled down the stairs in my first lecture at 9 a.m. on a Thursday after Crisis. My entire lecture hall saw me. 5 girls stood up and rushed towards me, and I just like, okay, I can either stand up and laugh and pretend this didn't happen, or I could really act so hurt that everyone feels horrible for me. And for some reason, I went with that one. I stayed there. I stayed in a little ball. I held my elbow like it was broken, and I sobbed. And security had to come and get me. I was driven to Cripps Health Centre to a GP appointment for my arm.
And nothing was wrong.
Take it till
She
you
was
make
like,
it.
do you want me to just call your mum? And I was like, yes, that would solve this situation. And then I obviously got changed and spilt my coffee on me and went back in for my 11 a.m. and just acted like I was a different person. I put my hair up, completely new outfit. I was like, that wasn't me.
Oh my gosh.
Try an identity revamp,
Yeah.
something like
We should
that.
do this thing at that time, like we were on your phone, like what happened? Like,
I think it was really wet and the stairs were wet and I literally just zapped
Was it at the
yeah.
end of the lecture or the
No,
start?
right at the beginnings, and I was quite late, so everyone was seated.
Wasn't your
side
day.
to
This
myself.
wasn't
No,
not
it
your
was not my
day.
day.
No.
and then like, did you have friends off and you came back the next week? They're like, how's your arm? Or like, what's the situation?
No, so I didn't know anybody because it's only the beginning of second week, I think. So literally no one knew me, and I
Okay,
think
that's
that
good.
helps. I'm hoping no
Yeah.
one will even know
That's
who I
quite
was.
And
that
that's the thing,
girl.
you shook it, like none of us knew that about you, so
If Georgia can do that, you can do. You
Yeah.
can.
Honestly, crisis people were probably in their own world.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It would
Everyone's
have
so
helped if
drunk.
everyone in the theatre was drunk, like Crisis. No one will remember
exactly.
you.
And also the
Literally.
stairs aren't. I mean, it depends what ones you're talking about, but I don't feel like they're in the spotlight.
Not that obvious.
No one. Would
I mean, it depends how many people are around you, but also on an average crisis night out, there are so many things that do just go wrong. You see
Yeah,
people
yeah.
who are
Falling
so
over,
drunk, falling
being
over.
sick
Yeah.
in front of
you-
everyone.
And at the time you're watching them and you're thinking about it and you're like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? But then the next day, do you think about it?
Yeah, you
No.
forget about
As
it.
if you care.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Thinking about how much McDonald's you ate or something
Yeah.
more important.
Thinking about yourself.
Like realistically, you've made someone's night better because they've had a laugh at you.
Exactly.
Like if you can't laugh at yourself, then at least other people have laughed at you.
Yeah, you have to learn to laugh at
You
yourself.
have to say that's how you have to live your life.
And you definitely weren't the only one who fell down the stairs that night. I
Oh,
bet.
definitely not.
Everyone falls
Everyone's
down.
done
Stairs
a day
are
like
a
that.
death trap on a night out, let's be
Yeah.
honest.
At the end of the day, like you're still mobile. You haven't properly injured yourself,
Yeah.
so
Mental health
be
group centre.
grateful. Yeah, you didn't end up in Cripps House. How's your arm?
It's much better, thank you.
Oh,
Is there any bruising after?
I
Just
did
for the
bruise my
dignity.
coccyx and that hurt. that really hurt.
That is really bad.
Sitting down is painful.
So speaking of the theme of new beginnings, we have two very special guests here today. We have Sana and Alicia. Would you like to come and sit with us?
Squish up.
Yeah, let's squish up.
Nice and cozy.
Might have to get a new sofa in the future.
Yeah.
So Sana and Alicia are like well and truly living the new beginning because they
Freshers.
are freshers, first years, whatever you want to call it.
Very scary.
How are you two?
Very scared.
Very scared.
Yeah.
A little bit nervous, but like in general.
In general, about uni as well.
About uni.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nervous, but like also excited. I'm away from my parents, which is like, wow.
Can you relate to that quote that we read?
Yeah, like it is like my parents are quite controlling, so I could relate to the first one a lot. But like I think it's about finding that balance between 100%. Like you know, have like telling them, okay, this is what I'm going to be doing, this is how I'm getting home, and if they know that, then they'll leave me alone because they have that kind of security.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the best thing to do in that
100%.
situation. Like I tell my parents, okay, like there's a bus going to and from this like SU event, so look, I'll be safe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I
I'm just
haven't
worried
really
about
got-
your safety. I don't think it's
I think it's all out of just like love.
Do you
and
have
stuff.
older siblings or?
No, I don't.
I have an older
Okay,
sibling.
you do.
She studies in Scotland.
So
so
she's
she's
been
already
to
here.
uni. So
Yeah.
your parents have kind of been through it.
No, because I'm from India. So
Yeah.
it's still like a different country
This
for
is
me.
such a
Oh,
new
wow.
Yeah, this is
beginning.
like a completely new beginning for me. So they're extremely anxious. They're like our time difference is also there's also a time difference. So
How many
they-
hours is the time difference?
It's like I think 5 hours or something.
Okay.
So
Wow.
like in
Like
the
5
night.
hours forward.
Oh, okay, fine.
So like when they call in the morning, I'm sleeping, and then they'll be like, "Why are you not picking up?" I'm like, "I'm sleeping." They call at like 5 a.m. and they'll be like, "Why are you not picking up?" I'm like,
And the thing is, I think I noticed this like with Indian parents as well. Like they don't believe you. Like even if you didn't do
that's true.
anything, they don't believe
Check your
you. And you really
location.
can't tell them everything like what you're up to or anything because they're like.
Yeah.
It's like
sometimes-
almost like living a double life. I think.
Yeah.
No,
Sometimes
my
it's best.
mom, my dad is like that, but my mom is not at all like that. She's like, "Why are you not going out today?" If I'm like in my room.
True. My mom
Yeah.
is like that too. Like my mom's clingy.
Yeah.
How
but
different is Nottingham to like your life in India? That's like a big
Completely,
beginning.
completely different. There's
Can
like
you explain?
there's like not a lot of walking in like India because we have this concept of auto rickshaws.
Okay.
So when if it's like a 10-minute walk, we would just take an auto rickshaw
Yeah.
because it's like very cheap and very convenient. So that's like one of the biggest differences I've found.
Wow.
And there's a lot of hills.
Yeah,
on this
and like
campus.
India has a lot of small shops. So like if you like go down, you will find everything you need. Like right below your like house. And over here, it's like you have to search a lot. You have to like you have to walk all the way to Beeston Lane. So that was like so different for me. So I'm like now adjusting to Google Maps. Yeah.
What about friends? Like you've clearly had a big transition.
Yeah, I feel like I've mostly like spoken to my accommodation people. I haven't spoken to like course friends yet.
Takes
Yeah.
time though.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot.
What are you studying?
We both are
International
media,
media.
international media. and
Yeah.
communication.
Okay.
But we have to do a language as well, which is quite.
Yeah, that's
What
also
language
What
did
did
you
you guys
choose?
choose?
I chose Spanish.
I'm doing Japanese.
Ooh,
Which is like
that's
very.
really hard.
That's new beginnings.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that new beginning?
Well, I was like, I did Spanish for A levels, so I already did like a European language. I was like, let me just do something completely different,
Yeah.
completely
Very
new.
admirable.
Yeah.
And like you know, the script is different, which is the hardest bit. I didn't think like learning a whole alphabet in a different language would be that hard because like I speak my parents' languages, but it's very hard.
Oh, so you have like a
amazing.
natural ability for languages.
Yeah, I say I pick them up like in speaking, but
Wow.
writing, I'm like illiterate
very
in most of
impressive.
the languages I speak.
I
So-
just wanted
So
to pick the
impressive.
easiest language, so I chose
What
Spanish.
Spanish is not that easy.
But
It's
compared to the
phonetic,
other
isn't it?
compared to the other ones, it's comparatively
Yeah,
easier.
yeah, yeah.
Because I was like,
That's
I'll do
true.
French, and then when the teacher said if you like fail the language, I was like, oh shit, I can fail the language. So I'm like, I'm switching to Spanish right now.
Yeah, you
I don't want to
should,
fail
yeah.
any module.
That's so exciting though.
What other languages do you speak?
So my dad is from Sri Lanka, so I speak Tamil, and my mom's
Oh my
from
God.
India, so I
You're
speak
amazing.
Hindi and Punjabi because
Wow.
she's like from a separate state in India. There's like loads of languages there, so I learnt that, but I'm illiterate in like both. Like I can't write,
But
I
you know
used
what?
to,
Sometimes
but-
I'm speaking.
Yeah, I think-
Speaking is still
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So on like a positive note, what's the best thing for you about your new beginnings in terms of uni?
Best thing I would say, obviously, the independence.
Oh
Yeah, I feel like over here it's like a new beginning. Like, you know, nobody knows who you are here, and like nobody knows any past mistakes you've made.
Oh,
and
that's
over
true.
here,
I'm
sure
I
there's
just-
not
I really love that feeling. Yeah, there's not many, but I still like that. I still like that feeling. You know, nobody knows who you were, and you can like make a new impression on people.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, compared to the others. Like stuck one you had, like even if you like go to the same college, and like where I live, everyone knows each other. Everyone knows each other. So
Because I do feel like uni does become a bit like that. In first year, it's just so like free, and you can literally.
Be who you want.
and then in second year, everyone knows who you are already.
Yeah.
How's
least you have.
Freshers Week for you guys?
Yeah.
I got alcohol poisoning. Because this is the first time I've drank in my life, and I did not know. And I made the mistake of like mixing my drinks. And I did not know. So I don't think anyone knew it was my first time. So they were just like, okay, do
Can
that.
you take us through with what you actually drank?
Before,
so I
I was
don't
like the before, the
See, I don't
during,
even
and the
know.
after.
So I don't even remember. I think it was like vodka, and then they put like they mixed cranberry for me.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
Yeah, at least that I had, and then the thing is, I did not eat before.
Oh,
And my
promise
stomach.
us you will
That
eat
was a
every
big
single
learning
time
curve.
at big
And
bowl
then
pasta.
Yeah, then the next
And-
day my stomach was gone.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm never going clubbing again. So I thought I was just hungover or something, and then I called. Then I was like, oh my god, the stomach pain is getting really bad. Like if I had gone to I'd gone to the city center once with few of my friends, and then randomly my stomach started like paining. I was like, I'm so sorry guys, I have to go back. Also, one thing that shocked me is that the health center is like shut on Saturday, Sunday, and that's when I got my stomach pain. Also, Boots was closed, so I was like,
What did you do?
so I called my mom, and she got really panicky. She was just like, why did you drink?
I feel like everyone needs to have a really bad mistake without
Yeah.
to actually know your limit.
100%.
That was my
And
first time.
Have
So
you like made a comeback to the club?
yeah, I went like
That's what it's about.
I did not drink much that day.
You know your limit now. so-
Yeah, I know now. I know what
Pace
Oh,
I can
yourself.
handle.
Gradual
Yeah.
comeback.
And what about like that whole thing of like, before you join uni, everyone's like freshers, like there's this massive pressure to go out every single night and to like find your group of friends and find everything, and if you go by to uni by yourself and you haven't got that group at the end of the week and the group of girls to do prees with, get ready with, whatever, what was that like? Because
it was scary because we had 2 weeks technically, didn't we, your freshers?
that's the first thing.
I
for
didn't
me
find
not
myself
to be
going
on.
out every single night
No.
because I
No.
couldn't. But like my flatmates would go out every
Really?
single night, and I was feeling like kind of like FOMO from that. Like I was like, oh, they're going out, but I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't go out every single night. So sometimes I wouldn't go with them because they had their own group of friends now because they were going every night with them. So I met people through like societies or like going to the welcome freshers, and I ended up going with new people and meeting new people, but I'm not friends with all of them now, obviously, because
Freshers
that
friends.
yeah,
So
exactly.
hard to
I met
remember
people in the
everyone's
toilets as well.
Yes.
Like I have their Snapchats, but
Yeah.
I don't talk to
Girl
them.
from toilet at Rock City.
Literally, yeah.
In third year, you see people who you actually made friends with in first year, and you're like, oh hi, like it's actually so nice to see them.
Oh yeah, you would just see them.
Because you
on
actually have so much to
campus, I
talk
guess.
about, and it's,
Yeah.
it's really nice.
Well, in terms of new beginnings, I think we've kind of covered a bit of everything, and we will see you next. So this will be out soon, and then we will see you on Tuesday with our second theme, which is the house versus halls. Yeah, thank you.
Exciting.
Thank
you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Love from all of us at the gym.
At the gym. Goodbye and good night.
Bye.